Hello and welcome back to the Fodder Gaming channel where I discuss AR and geolocation mobile games. In today's video, I'm going to talk about what is on your screen in The Witcher Monster Slayer. Now, anytime there is a new game that is released and you're kind of looking at everything for the first few times, you look at it and you're like, wait, what is that? I don't, what am I looking at here? And so I'm going to break down what it is that is on your screen. The first most basic thing that's on your screen is the map. That is the big all-encompassing thing that you will see on your screen here. It shows like if you zoom in, they're like cobblestone roads, and this is where everything is going to spawn. And as you can see, outlined in red here is some kind of a creature. When it's outlined in red, that means that it's a monster. Now, there are ways to summon monsters to you, and those are going to be outlined in like a greenish teal. So same type of deal. And then, as far as I know, the only other thing is going to be something that's going to be outlined in like a goldish color, and that is going to be a quest that you need to interact with. Now, I'm not going to go over how to battle, but I am just going to battle just because this is on my screen, and I don't want to miss out on the juicy XP that you are going to get from this creature. So let me see what I can do to kind of take this thing out real quick. And we're more than halfway done. It is susceptible to quick attacks. And there we go. I will go over into battles more in a later video, but for now, that is just kind of wanted, it was on my map, so I wanted to take care of that. The little shrubs that look brighter or more three-dimensional than just the blank screen here, those are going to be ingredients that you can pick up off the map. And then finally you have these big trees, and it's not going to let me engage with it, but I believe they're called Nemetons, and those are kind of, if you're familiar with other AR games, those are going to be like raid bosses. So you can't interact with those until you reach level 10. And again, I will go over into full detail exactly what all of that is, but for now, just know that until you reach level 10, you can't interact with this. And then once you do, it's kind of like a raid where you can fight monsters, gain XP, some coin, and other things. Now moving on to what the different icons on your screen. In the top left corner, it's going to show your weather, and the weather is important because different things spawn in different weather conditions and different times of day. So for me, it looks like it is, I mean, you see it's 9:41, that is in the AM. So it looks like it's mostly sunny is what that looks like to me. Going straight down from there is going to be the 3 different character heads. And this is going to be where you can look at your character and you get your level, your XP, what sword you're using, what armor you have, any different trinkets that you have acquired. And then this is also where you're going to find your friends list. You can add friends, you can manage your friends if you don't like someone anymore. And this is also where you send and receive your gifts. Directly underneath that is the Witcher's Eye, and it's kind of a cool little thing. So this is going to show you all the different spawns. Everything that is spawning on your general vicinity here, this is going to be showing everything. Now you can narrow that down just to show commons, rares, or legendary. And then you also have a potion over here, this Falcon potion, which is going to, we're just going to use it real quick. That's going to show you all the different, like exactly what they are and how much longer they have before they despawn. Now, I wasted my potion here because I'm not actually about to go out, but this is a really great tool in order to help you hunt specific monsters. If there's something you know that you need, or if there's a quest, or if there's a special event where you need to say, let me get something, a Carnage Necker, then I would know where one was, and then I could just go hunt it down. But that does require a Falcon potion in order to use that, and it does run out, so it's not something that you just want to wastefully use like I did right there. Moving along the bottom here is kind of the main screen. You will have your settings where you can do different things. You can have what's new. This is where the news and information is going to be. And then you have your practice. This is where you can go in and practice your quick attacks, your strong attacks, your parrying, all those different things, bomb throwing, all those good things. that is where you can practice that. Where it says character, that's just another way to go to your character screen, the one that we've already talked about. Your journal, that is where you are going to find your different quests. You can see your completed quests, and you can see your active quests, as well as a glossary of the different characters that you've run into so far. Just Thorstein for myself. Moving over into the middle is your bestiary. This is going to show you all of your beasts, all of your monsters that you have taken down. And if you haven't encountered one, they will show up as grayed out there. You will see that on my Agul, it says 0 of 50. That means that in order to get one more skill point, I need to defeat 50 more of these. And that is because I have leveled it up to level 1. When you first start off, you only need to defeat 3 of the commons, as you can see in this Barghest. I'm at 1 of 3 for that. After you complete that, it goes up to 50. And then I want to say it's something ridiculous, like 125 after that. I don't remember exactly, but it keeps going up. But this is how you get skill points for your skill tree. And as you can see, you have your commons. There are 61 total. There are 41 rares, and there are 24 legendaries. So if you ever need to find out what is what or what have you taken down, that is where you're going to find that. Moving on over into your inventory, this is where you're going to craft different oils or potions. You have, I don't know, what are these things, little cauldrons, crafting stations. You have the main one here that has infinite uses, and then you have these others that you're going to get through leveling up, or you can purchase them in the store that have limited number of uses. As you can see, the ones I have are each limited to 20 uses. And this is where you're going to brew up all your different items. So you can either do potions, oils, you can make bombs, or you can look at everything. One thing that I will go into in more detail when I cover this in more detail is whenever you're using your limited use ones, use those for the longer ones. That way they're more valuable. For things that just take like 10 minutes or 30 minutes, I highly recommend just using your infinite use one. You don't want to use these limited ones on, say, 20 things that take 10 minutes, because then you only got 200 minutes of use out of this cauldron, out of this crafting station. Whereas if you do 20 things that take 60 minutes or more, you're going to get a lot more value for those. But I actually do have something that I can brew. So I'm just going to go through, and at the beginning, I'm just going to brew some basic oil. So that's pretty easy, and then your timer will go down. Additionally, you can add other stations, or you can look at the different formulas for everything, and everything will tell you what it is that they do. All these creatures, all the monsters, like, they're very specific on what they're vulnerable against. So it's a lot of fine tuning. So you're going to want to see what works best for you. What do you need the most? You can go into your items, and you can see all the different items that you have in your inventory. In the top right, it's going to say I have 191 out of 200. So my bag is almost full. And then all the different ingredients that I am carrying currently. And these are going to be the items that are used when crafting your potions or oils or your bombs. Staying along the bottom row, but moving over to the right, is going to be the shop. And you are going to have daily deals. Those are going to change every 24 hours. You can see that new deals become available in 8 hours and 9 minutes. If you need anything, it's a good time to pick things up. Other than that, you can just kind of scroll through and see what you may or may not need. As far as your main items, you can do your alchemy, which is going to be your potions or your equipment. So it's going to be like your swords or your armor that you can purchase there. Moving up from there to the little, like, I don't even know what this would be. It's on the far right, and it's up 1, and mine has a teal number 2 next to it. This is going to be your daily missions. So you can collect 1 per day, and after 7 days, you get a bigger prize there. As you can see, I have 2 that are ready to claim. I'm not going to claim them because I want them to count for my daily things, and I think you can only claim 1 per day. You're going to get 50 coins. Rumor has it that some of these will award up to 100 coins, and you can get up to 200 coins through missions per day, so keep that in mind to definitely find out what one of your daily missions is and make sure that you get that taken care of. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. So apparently you can claim them ahead of time. You just won't get credit for it until the clock runs over. Actually did not mean to do that. Then the final two things, one of them is an overlay on my screen that you may or may not have depending on what stage of a quest you are on. But mine says examine the map. Quest items can be found in your journal. That's just letting me know that I have an active quest that I have not yet begun. And then above that is going to be your compass. If you touch it once, it'll face north. And then if you touch it again, it'll follow you whenever you turn. So if I turn my phone, you can see that he turns around, or I can have it so that it always faces due north. So there you have it. A quick tutorial about what it is that you were looking at when you're first logging into the Witcher Monster Slayer. If you found this information useful, make sure you do give the video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider going ahead and doing so. It really does help the channel. Additionally, I have a new and improved Discord. There will be a link down in the description below where you can come talk about all of your Witcher questions. We have a lot of people there that are willing to help, and maybe you have a question that we don't know about, or maybe you can shed some light on something that we don't know about. But either way, consider this your personal invitation to join the conversation. But for this video, that's all that I've got. So until next time.